LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Just turn that down. I'm getting a headache. Dr. Drew, adult certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Dear friend Seth Green. In tonight, you know Seth from almost everything, and Family Guy, and Austin Powers and all that stuff, and now from Robot Chicken on the Adult Swim, which is Cartoon Network, which has really picked up a nice head of steam over the last few years, and especially, I would say, like the last 6 months.
Oh, is that right?
Well, you know, it was just the whole. First off, I don't know if it's like, everyone has sort of rediscovered the Family Guy, and then everyone's into like SpongeBob and all this stuff. Like the whole thing has had a renaissance. The Simpsons were around for 15 years, and everyone was just into the Simpsons, but no one could find any other animated show they were into. And then all of a sudden, everyone's on board, and all these Pixar films going through the roof and everything. It's like it's back. Yes?
Yeah, it is, and I'm just trying to cash in on the trend.
Smart. Seth is not only doing voices, but he's directing, he's writing. Did you get that experience? I mean, working on Family Guy, did you see, okay, here's how it's done, or did it like pique some interest in you?
No, because I was more of an actor for hire on that show. That's kind of the way.
But you see that factory Seth has there
now. Yeah, but it wasn't like that. Adam, you remember the old place on Laurel Canyon?
Yes, I do.
It was like a much smaller joint, and we got canceled twice. So it wasn't this amazingly successful project like it is now. Like now, it's just everybody knows about it, which is great.
Yeah, there's always celebrities floating through the place, and hip people playing ping pong. That's what I would do. You know what I would do? If I start a business, I would just hire 2 hip guys to play ping pong, so I looked like a real progressive place.
I was there tonight playing ping pong.
Yes, there you go. I would hire you. Well, no, I probably couldn't afford your day rate, but I would hire cool people, and meanwhile, I would verbally abuse and lowball all my employees. But every time someone walked in, it's like, hey, this guy.
It's cool.
Look at the guy in the flip-flops playing ping pong.
Must be fun to work
meanwhile,
here.
it's the same 2 guys, and they're chained to the table. And they're getting $4
intermittently
a day.
fed.
Yeah, intermittently fed. I just come in with a whip and yell Mach Schnell and all that stuff. But they should look groovy, and they should be that sort of, Gen Xer type guys. And everyone would go, wow, what a cool hip place. Meanwhile, I'm running a sweatshop. Yeah. Ping pong table. Write that down, Drew.
Well, it's funny. You were thinking, like, what's your next big plan? I think it's running a sweatshop with a ping pong table.
Yeah, but it would be.
Ping pong table's a front, see?
Right.
You could do anything behind.
Yeah.
You'd be just using slave labor.
If you had a ping pong table in just about, like, if Abu Ghraib had one, or if any sweatshop had one, anyone who walked in immediately would go, this checks out. Come on, let's go. Let's eat lunch. There's no abuse going. These people. So you'd have a sweatshop. There'd be 1,700 Vietnamese kids being worked to the bone for $1 a day. All you'd have to do is get 2 of them playing ping pong right in the front, and whoever showed up.
Yep.
When Bono showed up to bust some balls, he'd just be like, I guess everything's under control here. Let's go bother somebody else.
That's right? Absolutely.
Yeah. That ping pong table. That's my idea, too.
Okay.
Oh. It's always tough when people give you your idea quite easily. This is mine. Don't try it. No, I don't want it.
If you want to, it's fine.
Yeah. So Robot Chicken, did you write it? You direct it?
Well,
did you create it?
Yeah, my friend Matt and I, and we co-created it. And then Tom Root and Doug Goldstein, which are our head writers, and I worked with Matt in New York at Wizard Magazine. And that's it. It's like the 4 of us and Corey and Alex from Shadow Machine, the guys that produce it.
I wonder.
So it's just us making this show.
I wonder if it's. And who illustrates it? Is it?
No, it's all stop motion. It's all live photographed things. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about it.
Oh, really?
It's Gumby.
So it's not really a cartoon.
Not Gumby. No, it's a cartoon in the purest of sense. It's like
it's cut out.
No, it's not. It's not cut out. It's actual like things we have. I mean, our show is kind of about nostalgia and sketch comedy, and we use a lot of 80s and 90s and familiar products and things that look like toys, and you know what I mean, like the old Mego toys, that style of action figure, and we pose them all and dress them all and do sketches with them.
Got it.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I'm going to.
They get flushed down the toilet periodically and things like that. And
It's a little more complex, but yeah.
Come on, Drew.
Yeah.
How dare you.
All the animation takes place on our in the same place. We have a facility where we have our production offices and our all the animation stages, the set department,
Is it
department, and our
difficult?
editing stages. It is. It's a lot of work. I've actually been going for like 8 months straight without more than 3 days off, except for Christmas. Not to like boo-hoo about my schedule, but I'm in my office every day at 7 in the morning, and I don't leave till like 7 or 9.
All the guys listening driving forklifts at meatpacking places are.
Now listen, man, I ain't busting concrete, so you know I'm not complaining. But I'm putting in the hours
all day. Yeah, and so
I love coming on here and sounding like a big whiner. I'm making a television show. My life's hard.
I just liked it when you read your resume as Chris from The Family Guy.
Did I do that?
Yeah. It's like, Anderson's out of town.
He's out, yeah.
I don't know who's over there, but
Dave.
you did it in Chris's voice, and you started by saying, Seth Green has been working. I sound like Pete
that's right.
Puma.
You had the intro.
Yeah. Consistently.
he was a zygote.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's so silly.
So Family Guy is coming back. Is it May 1st? I see here.
I think so. It's in there. It's this summer.
Such a buzz.
Yeah, I was telling Seth I play his dermatologist.
You play Chris's dermatologist in an upcoming episode?
Mm-hmm. The zit takes over his life.
Yeah, his
body.
His pimple gains sentience and starts whispering ideas to him.
Yeah, well, good. He got his evil monkey out of the closet, or maybe he's still there.
Ooh. He's still there.
You just wonder. They're sitcoms that are funny, but they sort of make you smile. But like Family Guy, Simpsons, some of these other shows will make you laugh out loud.
Absolutely.
Drawn Together, make you laugh out.
Will make Robot Chicken, laugh out loud.
Will make you laugh
You'll
out
actually
loud.
pee in your own pants. It's kind of embarrassing.
And you just sort of
pee your own pants, not somebody else's pants.
Well,
but
I make a habit of peeing other people's pants.
I just
pee my own.
I just wonder. I just wonder if there's something, I don't know, inherently more creative or easier or interesting. I mean, the jokes they can do on The Family Guy, you just can't do on a sitcom when the whole thing takes place in the guy's living room.
Well, the animation is just a great medium to do anything. Some of the sketches that we do, it's so off the wall, and you just would not be able to do it
right
on a live action
thing. And I think up until recently they looked at the animation as limiting,
right?
But in a way it's the other way around.
Right.
It's really the imagine having to write a sitcom where every single episode 90 All in the Family, it's like what episode did you tune into that wasn't in his living room?
Right.
I mean, it was a thrill if you got to go in the
upstairs,
kitchen.
No,
you didn't get to go upstairs. You got to see him walk upstairs and hear the toilet flush. But I mean, you didn't even get to go up the stairs. Yeah, the toilet. It was exciting if you ever just got to go outside to like the police precinct or something like that. I mean, that's limiting. All right. Robot Chicken, everyone. Sunday night, 11:30. Adult Swim, Cartoon Network. Let's talk to Eric, who's 19. Eric?
Yeah.
What's up?
I have a little problem. Well, I was just wondering about something. Oh, I first want to say that you guys are like the awesomest people ever.
Adam, virgin?
Thank you. Yeah. Eric?
Yeah.
You're 19?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not a virgin. Huh? Almost a virgin. You slept with one girl.
No, haven't. I want to wait till I'm married.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Squirrely.
Drew's right. Yeah, when you sound squirrely, it means you're virgin.
Okay.
We talk to 13-year-olds. They're like, yeah, you're on LoveLine. Yeah. What's happening? What's going on? Hold on, let me put out my Tupperware. Yeah. Anyway, you hear them like crack a Schlitz, and then like kid's 12. Banging the crap out of an 11-year-old for a year now. Like, I mean, that's what you sound like. And this guy's 19 and sounds like Peter Brady when he sprung a pube. Eric?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're keeping your virginity.
Uh-huh.
You're saving it for marriage.
Yeah.
And your question?
I want to know if you masturbate too much, like, will you not be able to, like, come when you're older?
Yeah. You have about a pail full.
You feverishly use that up too fast.
Yeah.
Or you run out.
Yeah, it's like anything. Like I pulled my last booger the other night. I ran out of boogers. I had an 80-year supply.
Rough for you. Oh,
it was
my God.
tough. I just, everyone told me, slow down.
What are you going to do when you drive home now? What are you going to do?
I'm going to pick my brain out now. Be like an Egyptian. Use a coat hanger and start pulling my brain out of my nose. No, it's finite. Most people have enough boogers to make it to about 80, 85.
Yeah, but you've been working. You're working pretty hard. That long drive home.
It's a goddamn freeway system out here.
Yeah, people that's why you're railing about people going faster.
I pulled all my boogers out. Now I'm going to be boogerless for like the next 40 years. It sucks.
I think they make shampoos for that.
Boogerless shampoo?
Yeah. Hey, Eric?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you will run out of semen.
I will.
No.
Yeah.
I got to rescue him from this. He took that quite serious. Like, oh, man, I must be out. That's it.
Yeah, I got kind of scared.
No, Eric, you cannot run out. And there are no. Your body produces this fluid. The prostate stores it in the seminal vesicles, and just you have to release it.
All right, but poo.
You run out of poo.
You can run out.
You ran out of poo.
Yeah. You're like a toothpaste container. Eventually, you just get to the bottom, right?
Yeah, there's no new poo made. It's only it's a lifetime supply of that.
I like it once in a while when I walk in the bathroom and I see the toothpaste thing has been broken open. Like
what?
Yeah, like my wife will actually like
a raccoon?
Like a raccoon guy. I'm like, you don't got a $1.28? We got a tear. What do you want me to do? I just brush. You want me to spit in your mouth?
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've seen it. Maybe it was a roommate who did. It's like it tore open and rubbing the. Yeah,
that is lazy.
I like to think that. Yeah, Michelle's done that. I like to think that's
really
more.
Don't want to go to the store.
I think that's more out of desperation than is out of frugality.
Oh yeah, it's like you mean to do it for the 8 weeks that you've been running out. You just don't get around to it.
This is a good. Let me give everyone a tip. It's been a while since I've imparted a tip, but here's what you don't want. Like we all can't have 5 cars and 5 baseball mitts and 5 mopeds, but what you can have is 5 tubes of toothpaste, 5 nail clippers, 5 rolls of duct tape, 5 everything. Just go get 5 of everything under $5 and start spreading it around. Throw the clippers in your car, throw the toothpaste in your car. Put one upstairs, put one downstairs. Go out. The nail clippers, 99 cents. You'll spend an hour looking for them in your house. Go get 10 of them. Just spread them around.
That's the best thing about
deodorant, everything.
Those giant stores, the warehouse stores. That's the stuff you buy, the bathroom stuff.
Just go walk down that bathroom aisle. Yeah. I just go to the Thrifties or Save-Ons. Just go walk and just start throwing it. I know you got the deodorant.
More.
Why take the one out of the medicine cabinet, put it in the travel bag when you travel, and then take it out and put it back? Just go get 10 of them. It's cheap. I'm literally a millionaire, but this has nothing to do with money.
I adhere to that philosophy. The problem is if you're obsessive compulsive, what's the steady state number? When do you start going to the store?
Oh, no, you never really have to go to the store. See, now it's on your terms.
Whenever you're around,
whenever you're around, go grab some clippers.
Got it. Smart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, my anxiety medicine. That's
I have 15, clippers.
Yeah.
And just start spreading them around. Never want to look for them.
Flashlights that way too.
Tweezers, flashlights, batteries, all that. Just go get it. Mm-hmm. Every time, just go get it.
Yep, you're right.
Yep.
Well said.
Seth, what do you think?
I think that sounds like a great idea.
Thank you.
I want to get like a double-wide shopping cart just to house all this stuff.
You work too hard, though. You won't have time for this.
That's true. I'll hire someone to purchase me a storage
ping pong
unit
balls
with like multiple items.
All right, so Eric, there is a sort of an optimal zone for this. If you masturbate too little or too much, your testosterone levels can actually fall off, and your sperm production will fall off a bit, and your sex drive will fall off a bit. But you will still. It's different for different people, but you will still have. You'll still be producing and you'll still have a drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I what are you good for a day?
Good for a day, like maybe once. That's it.
Once a day?
Once a day, like morning shower.
Okay. What I would do is I break that into. What I'll do is half in the morning, half in the afternoon, half in the evening. So it averages out to 1.5. No, it's just 1.5.
I see.
It's just 1.5.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
No, Drew, you have patients that break medication, break it in half.
You're right.
Okay. I might start off with a quarter sometimes the night before.
Quartergasm.
Before I go to bed. Corgasm, and then it's halfgasm, and then it's the trigasm. That's the three-quarter. Trigasm. Sounds like the world's creepiest spaceship. But climb aboard the trigasm. I'm cool.
No, not for me. No. Thanks.
You can't walk to Neptune.
I could try.
I can try.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do. No, thanks. Seriously.
You'll freeze. There's no oxygen out there.
What are you going to do?
I'll take my chances. It's pure. It's ammonia.
I'll take my chances.
You don't want to get in the trigasm?
Yeah. No. Thanks. No, seriously.
You're right, shotgun.
No.
I'll let you steer.
Oh, it's so kind of you, but
okay. All right. Ingrid,
Yes.
you're 28.
Yes.
What's up?
I am a recovering heroin addict. I've been sober a little, like 2.5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I used for about 10 years, and I wanted to know if there are any long-term effects to the brain in terms of memory functioning that heroin causes.
No, not heroin. Interestingly, the reason opiates and opioids were such a remarkable advancement in medication is that they took away pain and seemed to have no adverse effect, no damaging effects on the body. And that is, in fact, the case. Opiates don't hurt anything. They just happen to cause the most profound form of addiction that the human can fall victim to.
And that would include methadone as well?
Yeah, it includes methadone. Yeah, that's a different thing slightly. You're on methadone for a while, too? I imagine.
Ingrid?
You're not on methadone now, though, right? Ingrid? Ingrid? She's there. Oh.
Yeah, phone's screwing up. All right, so let's break down the drugs.
I'll tell you, the ones that cause the big brain damage is hydrocarbons, so like sniffing glue and pain, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hallucinogens, LSD, ecstasy, mushrooms. Pot, we don't think causes permanent brain damage. It seems to be reversible. Alcohol causes brain damage, but you got to drink a lot for a long time. And amphetamine is the one we're most concerned about right now because you can use moderate amounts for a few months and get significant brain damage from amphetamine.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that like sleeping pills?
No.
Speed. It's the speed. Oh, amphetamine. Yeah. It's not the down.
Sleeping pills, no, you don't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah. I may just celebrate and pop one right now.
But you're popping whether you're celebrating or not, so you might as well call it a celebration.
Well, it's Thursday night.
Yeah.
I got a bottle of NyQuil in my pocket.
Sabbath.
We can
Really?
follow it with a Robitussin
That is another thing.
shot.
The Robitussin, these what are called dissociative anesthetics like Robitussin, Robotripping, and PCP probably have some damaging effects too. Ketamine.
Seth, can you? What do you do? Do you a little booze every once in a while?
Every once in a while, yeah.
But no real problems.
No, nothing since. I
Only
mean,
at the
like
office.
I checked stuff out when I was younger, but kind of did what I wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
It's like you can only go so far before it starts to feel just really destructive and kind of like I don't know, like you're not serving any creative purpose.
Well, creative purpose. It's about unwinding, man, and it's a big FU to the man. That's
I'm
why I
all
do
about
it.
an FU to the man.
Yeah, reality sucks. You got to escape, man. What are you going to
That's
do?
why I like to walk around with, part of myself hanging out my underwear in a public place. I find that just really sticking it to authority.
That's when you pee in your own pants.
Yeah,
When you really want to celebrate,
that's the way you do
for
it.
the best of times, pee in your own pants.
It's true.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. You want to play a little Germany or Florida?
Let's do it.
All right. Henry,
Yeah.
you're 15?
Yeah.
All right. You tell us the story, and then we tell you Germany or Florida. Go ahead.
All right. Well, first off, I got to say there's two shows that I really, really like, and it's LoveLine and Family Guy. So this is a huge, huge honor for me to talk to you guys.
We can already determine that you are a smart person.
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, listen. Hold
Henry,
on.
hold on a sec.
No, Seth says it with his tongue in his cheek, but hey, you show me a guy who likes the Family Guy, likes The Simpsons, perhaps even this show. I'll show you guys got a couple of brain cells to rub together. I mean, do the opposite.
Yeah,
I mean, think about
what they like, what the not so smart guys like.
This guy, he's sporting his according to Jim mug he got off the ABC website. You want to hang out with him? No? Okay.
Should we rank sitcoms? Because there's some are sort of
first
tolerable.
off, if you could name 4, I would be amazed, and
Let me see.
especially I bet you 3 of them aren't on the air.
Do I would have to name accurately?
Well, they have to be on the air.
No, but I can name 4. I bet you. I think.
Okay.
But
All right.
I don't know if I could come up with the title accurately. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
can describe the show.
Well, just don't use the N-word this
No,
time.
okay.
Last time he tried this, he used the N-word.
All right.
I really don't know what sitcom that would be either. And I remember saying to him, like, you think the N-word would be in the title of he?
That's a sitcom too. Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
All right. So what do you got? And you can't use according to Jim.
I
now.
can't use according to Jim. See, that's bad. Okay,
No.
everyone loves Raymond.
All right.
My wife and kids.
Ooh, that's 2.
The one with the 2 chicks on Friday night. the one is with the Regis
I'm
in the
still
morning.
reeling from you saying chicks.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Hope and Faith.
Hope
He
and Faith.
usually calls them dolls. Oh, hold on.
I said I
Nope.
couldn't come up with a name. That's how I could describe it.
Yeah, it's the one. And he had to move back home.
If I have
and
to
his
come up with the
mom's
names-
on his back.
If I have to come up with the names, forget it.
Okay,
no
yeah,
way.
that's just 2, Drew.
No way.
Sorry.
Drew,
No way. Names, forget it.
Well,
All
Drew,
right.
there's 700 of them.
I'll try some more.
Hey, you know that Friends ended, right?
Yeah, I know that.
But they spun off of it.
Yeah.
Is that still on?
Seth is just. You know what Seth just did?
he set me up.
If he was a pitcher, he would have told
Yeah.
you that
Here's
he was
the pitch.
Here's what's coming, and you just swung and missed.
But you know what's
They
scary?
spun Friends off. One of the guys.
I know, and I can't
one of
think
the guys.
I know, and I can't think of his name. You're holding me. I know. I've seen the show.
Well, it's one of the Friends.
I know.
Do you know any of the Friends guys' names?
Probably not.
Yeah, but you know what? See, everyone gives you crap. Like if you can't name a continent, everyone thinks you're an idiot. But if
Right.
you can't name Joey from
Joey.
Friends, everyone. Well, that makes you smarter.
Right.
That's cool. Very convenient, but cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
In a weird way.
You've seen it. You've seen the show 20 times. You should be able to name
I know,
Joey.
but I've never actually watched the show. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what that means.
Well,
Henry,
Yeah.
quiet. Germany or Florida? Here we go.
Okay. Authorities were on the 5th day of investigating the case of a pizza delivery man who was killed when explosives strapped to his neck were detonated after he robbed a bank. A 46-year-old man entered a delivery.
Hold on. This
What the
story
hell's
is,
going on?
is 3 years old.
Right.
The guy had the guy had like some explosive necklace
Yes.
on or collar on. By the way, if you put it on your neck, it's a necklace. If someone else puts it on, it's a collar.
Right. Interesting.
Ooh.
Put a collar on a dog.
That's heavy. The man puts a collar on.
Collar suggests
The old lady
restraint.
puts a necklace on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember this story?
Yeah.
He had this
I don't remember. Did he
explosive.
blow up though?
Yes.
He did blow up. Wow.
Seth, do you know this story?
I vaguely remember, but there was also a movie where you were in like a prison camp. and
Yeah.
all the prisoners had to wear these explosive necklaces, and if they passed outside of the perimeter,
Yeah,
their heads blew up.
there was a few of them that went that way.
I think
This one was
Christopher
on
Lambert was in it.
This was on he was on an island, and I'm going to figure this one out in a second. All right, go ahead, Henry.
All right. Wait. First of all, Adam, you had a great point there.
Thank you.
Okay. Called to a
We can go
mysterious-
on then.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Called to a mysterious address in a remote area and ended up about an hour later at a bank wearing a bomb. The address
Right,
of the
on the
delivery
neck.
was a rural spot along a main drag that runs south of the city, where a gravel road leads to a television transmission tower. According to police, he entered the bank branch on Thursday afternoon and produced an extensive note demanding money and said he had a bomb. As the bomb ticked, he tried in vain to convince the police, who were waiting for the bomb squad to arrive, that he was forced into the crime. He died when the explosives detonated.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. This happened in 1889.
Yeah.
This
Where
is
was
a,
it? Was it
was an
Florida?
old story. Yeah.
Florida? Yeah, Florida,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
Florida thing.
Yeah.
We're going Florida.
Florida?
Yeah.
You guys are 100% right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Well-
because based on me knowing the story for 3 years. Now, if you would have called a year from now, maybe I would have forgotten that I know the story because it's now 4 years old. They never really got to the bottom of this, as far as I know. The guy had an explosive device on his neck. First, people
Was
thought
it the-
he was crazy.
Right.
And people thought he was trying to rob the bank,
Right.
saying that somebody did this to him,
Right.
which is interesting and probably the first thing you'd think of. But as they started to explore it, it did sort of seem like someone
Somebody
put this on him.
Yeah.
And his head wasn't blown off, but it somehow blew a hole in his neck or something, and he died. And he was like So he was like
Young guy.
pleading with the.
Yeah.
He wasn't that young. I don't know. It's in his 40s or something. But it's like pleading with the police. I didn't do this. Don't help me. And they wouldn't get near him because they thought his head was gonna he had an explosive device, and so they're like standing back, and thing went off.
Yeesh.
Hey, look into that, Michelle. Just Google head M80 and see what you get. But I'd like to find out if they ever got to the bottom of that thing.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. Seth Green is here tonight. You may know him from all the Austin Powers movies and, of course, The Family Guy. And now you know him from Robot Chicken, Sunday night on the Cartoon Network's Adult Swim.
11:30.
Wow, she found already.
Yeah.
11:30. We got to take a break. Don't do anything yet, but I want to hear if they got to the bottom of this when we come back. All right? After this.
1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191 or Seth Green in tonight. Woo! Robot Chicken, his latest joint. That's what we call animated show.
Joint.
Yeah. Adult Swim is what it's on, 11:30 Sunday night. New Family Guy coming out on May 1st. I got myself a ticket today.
Uh-oh. Can I give you a couple bits of business?
Go ahead, Drew.
Okay, first, remind Loveline listeners that all next week we'll be giving away iPod Shuffles. At the beginning of each show, you'll be able to get the details on what to listen for to learn how to win. Okay? The other thing, one of the bits of business, is that remember, Seth, last time you were in here, we were doing a test that drove Adam crazy.
Yeah.
I was doing tests on everyone that came in to show personality profiles, sort of inventories for attachment issues and substance use and narcissism.
I tested very high in all areas.
He did pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
But we used as our controls a group at USC for Professor Simmons, Professor Arnold's classes, and we want to thank them for participating in the survey.
Oh, we do?
That's it.
All right. And you remember why that test would piss me off, Drew?
Because it would distract the guest from your genius.
Remember how many times we had to talk about the
finally
guest
got
taking
it.
the test?
Finally figured it out. Didn't I?
About 11 times.
Oh, no, more than that.
Drew and I used to get these huge blowouts because Drew would give the guests the test, and the test was 4 pages, and the guest would take it during the commercial and then into the show. So the show would start, and the guest would just be leaned back away from the mic, reading this test and checking off boxes and stuff. So eventually, because this is an actual radio show we do, eventually I said, hey, Drew, we can't have the guest doing the test during the actual show because they fade out and they start working on the test. Right. So I would say to Drew, you got to tell them when we come back from commercial, they got to put the test down. So after about the 8th time I yelled at him, he told them, but then every time they would still be working on it when we'd come back, and I would just sit there and pout, and I would look at Drew, and Drew would be like, what? And I'd be like, Drew, the person's still taking the test. And Drew would go, I did not see that. I didn't see it. And I'd say, but they're 2 feet away from you, and they're holding a pencil. And he'd go, what do you want me to say? I didn't see him do it. And I would yell, you didn't want to see it physically. You saw them.
I'm incredibly focused on the show and my job.
Yeah. And then he would go, I am telling you, I did not physically see it. And then I would yell, give me the keys to your car because you can't drive home. If you can't goddamn see someone 2 feet away doing a test and you can't see past the hood of your car.
Speaking of driving, you got a ticket.
Oh, all right. I'm fired up. I got a ticket today driving into work. I remember...
Here?
No,
work in the morning.
Other work. I was driving into work and I saw a traffic cop, a motorcycle cop, had a guy pulled over on like Vine in Hollywood, and I thought, sucker. The first thing I thought, and the second thing I went through my mind was, motorcycle cop pulls you over, you're getting a ticket.
No matter what.
Because all those guys do is write. It's a ticket writing party. That's all they do. If you get pulled over, now you might get pulled over by a cruiser once in a while, and the guy might say, okay, take it easy, I'm going to let you off.
Why is that?
Well, because the guys on the bikes just write tickets. So if you get pulled over by someone who just writes tickets,
They're gonna write a ticket.
you're just going to get a ticket.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember just saying, when this poor son of a bitch got pulled over.
By the way, when I was hoodwinked into the ticket, 2 guys on motorcycles.
Yeah. Well, you get pulled over on a motorcycle, you get a ticket. So just thinking about this guy, when I looked up into my rear view and I saw the lights flickering, another motorcycle. I thought this is a bad sign because I just made the proclamation in my head. Motorcycle cop pulls you over, you get a ticket. But then I thought to myself, what? I wasn't doing anything. I was just driving behind the guy. No intersection, no nothing. And I thought, wonder what this could be. Because what the hell?
They pulled over a guy you were driving behind?
No, they pulled me over.
Oh.
Pulled me over.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I passed someone who'd just been pulled over.
Right. Okay.
But obviously another cop out there on a bike. I don't think it was the same guy because he was writing a ticket. And I thought, well, why is this guy pulling me over? I wasn't even doing anything. I was just sort of stuck in traffic a little bit. And I thought, all right, well, let's hear this.
What were you
This ought to
driving?
be good. I was driving a Z car.
Okay.
And no front license plate. That's pulling you over for no front license plate.
You've been telling everyone to take their front license plates off.
I'm still with that one, by the way. But I understand the sort of fix-it ticket when you're parked in the municipal parking lot and you get the extra box checked on the thing that says you got no pulling people over for no front.
How else are you going to get the license plate on? You won't do it otherwise.
Oh yeah, they'll give you they can give you a fix-it ticket when you're parked.
Oh, I see.
Most people who get tickets for no front license plate get it because they're at the meter or they're in the parking lot and they come up their car and they go, what? I put change in the meter. Why is there a ticket on my car? No front license plate or illegal tint or whatever. I mean, basically that's just they just F your corpse.
That's just rape.
Yeah, they just that's the rape continues even after
death.
you ascend to heaven. Right. Yeah, that's it. You park the car and they're still making money off you.
Nice.
But pulling people over.
Seems like a waste of time, doesn't it? Waste of resource.
Not only. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But we don't have enough cops, Drew.
Yeah.
We don't have enough cops.
Yeah.
We don't have.
Did you mention
enough
this to the guy when he pulled you over?
No, I first off, the guy seemed to feel guilty because he knew it was a chicken ass whatever, and I didn't even know what he was doing until he handed me the thing.
He didn't explain to you why?
No, he just wanted to see the license. He wanted to go take a walk, and then he went back and did his thing. But I just thought, this guy's going to die because he's going to get clipped by a car when he's walking around to the driver's side of my car when it's parked on like Cahuenga and there's traffic whizzing by. He's gonna buy it this way, writing a chicken ass ticket, or I'm going to get broadsided or something. And then I thought, really, this is our resources. That's it. Give the taxpayers, sort of harass the taxpayers. That's all we've come up with. That's what we've evolved into as a society. Wow. Never enough guys. ABC News is just dragging the spent uranium right through downtown L.A. in a cargo container. We don't have enough guys for that. We got plenty of guys for the chicken ass. That we seem to have an unlimited amount of manpower for.
It's
the parking
easy to train.
enforcement, and the chicken ass. You're pulling people over. I'm just going to go get the thing. I'm just going to do, and then they do this thing where they're like, yeah, it's only $15. Yeah, it's $15
and half a day.
Yes. As I go see your Marshall buddy down in Van Nuys and get the thing signed up on.
Did he give you that no big deal thing?
Yeah, no, it's just $15.
That drives me crazy.
$15. Yeah, $15. Yeah, if you make a decent living and you can't do it for half a day, it's not $15.
It's a lot.
It's whatever. Yeah, that's the half a day. That's not the part we got to put the plate on and go do the thing.
And by the way, if you're a sole proprietor where your labor pays the overhead also, you just multiply the effects.
Look, I'm gonna have to sell my house. There's no two ways about it. Or I'm just gonna go to Mexico.
What are you asking for it?
The house?
Yeah.
I just enough to get a couple of sheet metal
fix?
screws. I need the $15. Right. I need the screws to get the license
and plus
plate.
you need the cool frame with the oscillating lights.
Yeah, I need the chaser lights, the one that
now,
goes.
You're going to put this thing on, see the marshal, and then take it off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I would just here's all I would like. I would like society to join me in my outrage. Here's what I want.
Civil disobedience.
Yeah, just no.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, well, that's wrong. Yeah, it is.
Bad use of resource.
Yeah. Rosa Parks. There was a law. Hey, black folks can't ride in the front of the bus. But she said no. Mm-hmm. Is that wrong? Get in the back? What are you saying? Which is it? It's against the law. Oh, the law's not right? Oh, the law's not right. That's it. Just everybody, let's just step it up.
Even by the way, the law's not right.
I'm taking the license plate off.
Don't even take a moral high ground that the law's not right. Just the law's not the one we want.
Yep, it's the
not
people.
The way we'd like it. Yeah.
Stop with the chicken ass. Here's the thing, cops. Here's what your job is to do. And I know they always hate this. They must hate when I yell this at them. But your job is to do what we want you to do. Not pursue your chicken-ass pursuits. Your job is to do what we tell you to do. We're the society that you're protecting. Don't protect me from my bumper, you a-holes. Protect me from the guys carjacking me, not from the goddamn bumper of my car.
But what's the law about? Like, why do you need a...
You need a front license plate.
So they can give you tickets.
So you can get tickets when you drive through the intersections that they put cameras in.
That's why you need a front license plate.
That's why you need a front license plate, because if you don't have a front license plate, you can't get tickets for that.
Yeah, it came into effect in 2000 because I have a whole website about it, and there's also a lot of websites about petitions trying to go against it.
Could everybody? Here's the utopia I want to live in. I want to live in a utopia where everyone walks out to their car tomorrow morning with a Phillips head.
Why can't they just take a picture of the back of your car?
I don't know how it works from a technological standpoint. Well, when they take a picture of the back of your car, somehow the way the camera's mounted and the way it works, or maybe you're already through the intersection, or however it is, they take that picture of the front of your car. I guess they want to identify you.
Well, it gets triggered as you violate the law. You know, it's as you come into the intersections when it triggers the...
Right.
It's just more simplistic.
I imagine they'll be working on the back of the car thing,
too. But they've got the box on the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In front of you that gets you as you go through.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they just put it on the box?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've driven through it with no front license plate. I didn't get a ticket in the mail. So kiss my ass, you pussies, by the way. But number two, I would love to live in a society where everyone just went out and took their front license plates off and threw them away, and we just went forward. Nobody had one. And there wasn't enough cops to enforce this chicken-ass rule. But I'll be the first to do it. Now, I'm the guy who drives through all the left turn arrows, everybody. When that arrow turns red, I don't ignore it. I keep going. Could you please join me in this? Could everyone just drive through those? How about everyone takes off the lights? I don't have a car that has a front license plate. As soon as I go down to Van Nuys and appease these $8 an hour tards, it's coming right back off again. I give a rat's hiney how many goddamn tickets I get. I don't care. It's fine. Let's just do it. Let's just everyone do it. Drew, you have a front license plate?
No.
Good. Seth?
I don't have a car.
Good. Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
What's up?
I haven't had a car for like 8 months.
Seth.
But you have like a go-kart or something, right?
No, man.
Nothing?
Nothing right now.
Well, why not?
I've been working on
His
this
spaceship.
show, so I haven't needed a ride.
His hovercraft.
I haven't had any need for a car. Yeah, I've been in this office for like 8 months.
Playing ping pong?
No, 7 in the morning till like 8 at night, and I carpool to work every day, so it's not a big deal.
But did you sell your car?
No, my cousin moved to LA, and I gave it to him.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'd planned on buying a new one, but I just got really busy.
The problem now, Seth, is Adam's angry.
Oh, my God.
He's angry, A, because you don't have a car, B, because you have a family member that shares things.
Yeah, you gave him a car. What kind of car is it? I'm going to get angry at my cousin.
It was a Honda Civic.
Huh? How many? Low mile?
Don't get too angry.
What's that?
Decent car?
Yeah, it was a really decent
now
car.
I'm angry because you're one of those actor guys that makes good money and doesn't like cars. Now I'm angry. Now I'm outraged.
I'll make you even angrier. I bought it in 97 new.
Oh. And
I just gave it away like 8 months ago.
Now I'm going to get livid in a second when you tell me you don't know if it's a 4-cylinder or V6.
It was a 4-cylinder.
Oh, I'm still kind of livid.
It should have been a 4-cylinder. That's weird. That's weak.
Oh my God! You just gave your cousin your car. You don't have a car. You think you're in New York, son? Is that where you think you are, son?
Yeah.
You think you're going to hop in the subway or crash out one of your faggoty friends in Soho? Because that's not going to happen here.
I'm just going to walk, man. I'm just going to walk.
Not in L.A. Where do you think you are?
Look, all right.
I'll take the subway.
What did you do during the flood last week?
I was at work.
Did you tell? He's like Omega Man.
Yeah,
he's just chained up at work. You tell your cousin he needs to take that front license plate off for the Ace Man.
I'm pretty sure he already did. Yeah.
Oh, really?
He was like, "This is a bunch of crap."
Really? Rebel.
I don't know, but it sounds good, doesn't it? He's the type of guy who would too.
Well, yeah, he's a rebel because he couldn't afford a car. Guys that can't afford cars are they don't like Johnny Law. That's the whole thing.
Johnny Law.
All right. Anyway, I'm just telling Johnny Law to kiss my ass. And here's all I'm saying to Johnny Law. Could you guys please ring an ounce of dignity? I mean, when you go home and you turn on the television and you watch the 80 or so cop-based shows, any of them handing out chicken ass tickets? Because that's you. You see, understand, you do the kind of law enforcement that we can't make TV shows about because they're too boring and mundane and embarrassing.
Can you imagine if NYPD Blue was all about handing out tickets?
If it took place out here, it'd be all about jaywalking tickets and no front light. Yeah, it'd be a very controversial.
There is a cartoon.
Do you realize that tint's a little dark on that rear window, ma'am? Yeah, that's a violation, and I also see that your tabs have expired on your license plate. You think there's ever been a cop show that's ever addressed
I'm just
that?
thinking of Family Guy. If death or the devil shows up again, that's how he should show up.
How?
As a cop, give you tickets. You know what I mean?
No.
An evil character.
No? It's a horrible idea.
Really?
I'm just saying, if there's cops listening to the show, and we know they are, please make a vow. Now, remember when you signed up to the academy and you thought you'd be rappelling down buildings and growing Fu Manchus and going into deep undercover? Instead, you're handing out chicken-ass tickets for nothing. Don't be that guy. Go Serpico. Don't go Pussico. You understand? All right. Do we take any calls, Drew?
Let's take one quickly.
No.
Just so we can say we did.
No. We're out of time.
Oh.
Should have never given me that ticket. Seth Green is here tonight. Well, you had to do that big iPod shuffle commercial.
Yeah, that took at least 12 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. All right. Take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Dude, you got issues.
Call LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Yeah, everybody. Get it on. Yeah. Got to get it on. No choice but to get it on. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Seth Green. Always a breath of fresh air in studio tonight. Robot Chicken, name of his new show on the Cartoon Network, 11:30 Sunday nights. A little something we like to call Adult Swim. Yes, Drew. What are you doing?
Nope.
Nothing? All right. Can we please take some calls?
Let us please.
Let me explain
I'm so sorry for kept that derailing in that last episode. That last segment.
You did. You said you did 12 seconds with the iPod Shuffle on air spot. I checked the tape. It was more like 14 or 15.
You're right, man. I distorted that badly.
And let me explain what.
8 seconds. They checked the tape.
8 seconds.
Check tape.
Yeah. Well, that's
still way off.
Yeah, that's compressed.
Yeah.
That's compressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in a conversational voice, that's more like 11. But here's the point. I don't want to argue. All I want to say is the show is about the callers, okay? And it's about taking calls.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Here's what I want to say, though.
I want to make sure you understand this so that we can take calls.
But we're not going to take any calls. We are not going to take calls.
Oh, we're not.
We are not.
Oh, we're not.
Oh, sir, we are not.
Oh, we're not? You don't think we are?
We are not taking calls.
You think you're the boss of me? I don't think you are. What do you think of this? We're taking a call. Sabrina?
Yeah.
How do you like that? Sabrina, you're 18.
Yes.
You see, Drew tries to pull that psychology crap on me, but it doesn't work. He tells me, tries to control me and tell me, we're not taking calls. Well, guess what? We're taking a call. Okay? You don't understand that I know how the human brain works, and I can tell when you're trying to manipulate me,
You got me
okay?
there.
And when
You
you're
got me.
trying to manipulate me, I see right through you like
got
that
me, dude.
cheap wax paper, dude. And you try to manipulate me, and that's when we go
I can
take
say
some
with
calls.
greatest sincerity, I do not want to hear what this woman has to say.
Sabrina?
Yes.
What's your problem? Huh?
Well,
How do you like me? Anything else you don't want me to do?
I don't want you to get to the bottom of this girl's problems.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You better not.
Willie wants me to not get to the bottom of problems. We're going to get to the bottom of your problems.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sabrina.
Well, I had a question. Me and my boyfriend's 19. I was just wondering about having like a one-way open relationship, because we settled down so young. Like he has a lot of curiosity about what it would be like to be with other women besides me.
What do you mean settled down so young? Are you married?
I've been with him since I was 15, and he was about like 17.
This is why these relationships are not supposed to go
Make
on.
that 18, by the way.
Yeah, they don't
get the
go
about
on.
17.
Yes.
How old is he now?
19.
How old?
19.
He's 19?
Yeah, he'll be 18 or 20 in March.
Oh, okay. And, first off, it's really weird because it's not like chicks are all that different. It's just you need to find that out. That there is no real difference by effing a bunch of them.
But guys have an urge for diversity, and they have to grow up, and they have to get this out of their system. And women do, too, to some extent.
Yeah.
You have to find out who you are in relationships, and the way you do that is by having relationships.
But the part where you get to give somebody the nod to go out and cheat for a while, or it's not cheating if he tells you about it.
No.
It's fine on paper, but it just never works out.
Communism is fine on paper.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Sabrina?
Yeah.
You gotta wrap it up.
That's it. You guys are done.
Okay.
That's fine. You've been together for 3 years.
It's supposed to end.
It's like, okay, there was this book by this one lady. She had an open relationship with her husband, and she let her husband go out and,
Sabrina, that is always disastrous. Always, 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 on many levels. Please don't do that.
Just hurt our relationship and stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, and let me tell you about these a-holes that write these books. First off, anyone can. I've written a book, for the love of Christ. I can barely spell. Number one. Number two, we've had some of these people in here, these a-holes with their, it's a 2-hour orgasm and all this kind of stuff. As soon as you scratch beneath the surface, there's nothing there. So I know to you, who's 18, hey, there's a book published on. Yeah, these are sick, screwed up people just giving erroneous advice.
Right, who can't have intimacy, who don't know what stable relationships are about, who are disturbed.
So you either,
and who, by the way, already broken up by now.
Either break up or stay together, but no fiddle faddle.
There you go.
All right. Take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Yeah. Ready? Yeah. Ready?
Hey, everybody. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Seth Green in tonight. He is producing and writing and starring and creating and directing a little something called Robot Chicken on Cartoon Network on the Adult Swim, 11:30 Sunday nights. We were just listening to another cartoon theme song before we came back out of break here. And everyone always remembers the Flintstones and the Jetsons and these kinds of things. But Johnny Quest.
Yeah.
Johnny Quest, no theme, but big production.
It's like the Jetsons. With the big, huge band.
Yeah, but this was weird because it was sort of eclectic. It didn't even really, it didn't have much of a theme to it.
All of those did, those cartoons.
But this thing was a major score here.
Just sit back and enjoy.
Big tom-toms going. I'll turn it up. It's weird because it's so all over the place, you never really think about it. That's a good part.
Those horns,
This is where we fell in love with horns.
Here's where it kicks in.
Yeah.
Real bonding. Haji's standing on the camel. I don't know if you can get away with that. You can't get away with that today. Ray Spannin.
Keeps going.
Oh, yeah. Ray Spannin. It's not like Maury Schmeckelhead. No, that's right. We got to name one of the doctors. How about Maury Schmeckelhead? No. Lloyd Goldfarb? No. How about Ray Spannin?
Yeah.
All right, we're going non-Jew. Okay, all right.
No one will believe it, but...
Yeah. Always unclear on Johnny Quest with those two guys. There's two good-looking dudes who are just sort of shacked up in a tent. Like one of them.
You can use your imagination, but yeah.
And Johnny Quest was a great cartoon because it must have been done in like the mid 60s, maybe the early 60s. Yes. We weren't exactly sure who we hated. Like the Japanese and
We'd made
the
up with them,
Nazis.
yeah.
That's yesterday's news. You know, the whole Cold War thing hasn't really kicked into gear yet. There's a little bit of it, but we're not sure.
We don't know where the Middle East is.
Not sure where the Middle East is. There's a little Vietnam going on. Korea was more of a skirmish than it was a war.
Yeah.
So what they
police
did,
action.
They just covered all their bases, right? So every villain was like kind of part German, part Russian, and part Vietnamese. Like they're just
Pink Panther.
Little Pink Panther. Now the thing is here's what it is: like make their skin a little bit brown and f up their teeth.
There you go.
And give them this weird yes,
and make them wear something on their head.
Yeah, they got something on their head.
Something.
No one knows what it is.
It's a
turban, a
turban.
kufi. No one knows what
cap. Some kind of.
And just give them
kind of beanie.
Give them an effed up accent, but it's more affect than accent. Dr. Quest. Yeah, that was all. Because we didn't really know who we're going
the bad guys
after.
are, that's right.
Yeah, see, it's got to suck when you're making a cartoon in sort of the in-between years, you know? Like, you're making a cartoon in the early 40s. It's a layup. Everyone's a Nazi. Easy, right?
Japanese, yeah.
Right. All right. Let's talk to Nick, who's a 19.
Big Johnny Quest fan.
Yeah, huge. Nick?
Yeah.
Big JQ fan?
Oh, I'm not that old.
Oh,
how dare you?
Sorry. Sorry that we're born
I think you mean
before you.
not that cool.
Yeah.
I mean, not that cool.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry, guys. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Seth Green,
Great.
You're awesome. I've seen all your movies, man. You're cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
And Adam and Drew, you guys are geniuses.
Thank you.
Love the Family Guy.
Let's do a little reenactment there. And Adam and Drew, you guys are geniuses.
Thank you.
It's like Nick from Family Ties. Yeah. Oh, this is Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick. 19.
All right. You know, I've had this problem since I was about 15 that most of the time when I fantasize, it's about like cross-dressers or transvestites or something like that.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, though, I think about what I just did, and I think it's disgusting. But next doing it.
Wait, describe again. What is it precisely you do?
Cross-dressers.
You do cross-dressing, or
no,
you
he
masturbate?
I don't know if I. First off, there's no guy named Nick who masturbates to transvestites.
Well, hold on. What is it you do?
I fantasize, masturbate.
Thinking about
them or internet or whatever.
So you look them up on the internet, and you're seeing female to male, male to female,
Male to female.
male to female. And do you like transsexuals?
Yeah.
All of that, yeah.
So you like all that screwed up sexual identity stuff?
Would you like to be with one?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of gross. I mean, after I get done, I'm like, that's disgusting, but I just can't stop.
You're doing that every day now?
Yeah, at least once.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing the way guys do things at least once a day that they discuss them.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, they have an unlimited capacity for that. Whereas
discuss.
women, they do something once, they're discussing for 100 years.
And that's it. Oh, it's like
guys re-up every day, and even though they're discussing, right?
It's crazy.
So here's the thing. There's two sort of approaches to sexuality for men. One is obviously what turns you on is universal, but are you into sex, or are you into the sort of deviant thing? Like there's that whole part where
disgusting.
It's like you're the person's being humiliated or degraded in some way. It's disgusting. It's dirty. It's weird. Drew's got
zero.
Drew's zero because he's a man of passion.
You have any of that in you?
It's not really of interest to me.
Zero.
Yeah.
But I mean, in disgusting yourself or being naughty and that kind of stuff.
No, I think when I was like 17 or 19 and just kind of figuring myself out, I would put myself in situations that were very unhealthy, subconsciously but intentionally. Do you know what I mean? Like create scenarios in which I could do things that were bad for me and then criticize myself for them, but eventually I just got out of that.
You're going to have to give us an example.
It's going to be good, but don't freak us out,
just
dude.
Like, dating somebody that I didn't like. Somebody that I knew was not good for me.
But that's a danger thing. I mean, people will do sort of as a way of just exploring boundaries. They'll get into dangerous situations and things.
Yeah.
That's different than doing something that you find that sort of disgusts you and you participate in. You go, oh, I'm disgusting, but that arouses me.
No, I never really thought that.
Wow, what do you want? Seth's got his head screwed on.
That's
right.
what I'm talking about.
Boy, he's got G.I. Joe hair tonight, too, by the way. Looks not G.I. Joe, but one of his friends. G.I. Joe always have a friend that had hair like Seth.
True.
I want to rub it for the night's stroke.
Feel free.
But
that would totally gross me out, Adam.
Yeah,
even though I would find it incredibly arousing.
Yeah. Hey, dude, first off, this guy's fagging off with himself, Nick. So I don't know. Like, I don't check out other dudes. I always like the dude who can't comment on other guys. That guy from Lost. That lead guy's a nice looking guy. I don't know, dude. I can't judge dudes. Yeah. Like, couldn't tell the difference between him and James Coco or something. No, dude. I don't know.
I'm a dude, man.
I'm a dude. I can't judge dudes. That makes you gay? Nick?
Yeah.
All right, so you just like that part where you're sort of a dark underbelly sexuality thing, where you just like it just got to be a little deviant, it's got to be a little dirty.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
I mean, like, like you were just saying, like, I can judge other guys. It doesn't bother me. I mean,
dude, that makes you gay.
But why doesn't he go into the mudslides, and why does he go this way? Did you receive any messages about your sexual identity growing up that were confusing, or were you sexually abused?
Yeah, I thought I was, I thought I could, swing both ways, but I've never done anything with a guy at all.
But what set that all up? The swinging both ways?
Somebody suggested that, because, sometimes I'm very, very sensitive about comments. Like, I mean, it could be very simple comments, and I'd get very upset, and I would think about it, that one comment for months. Like, somebody says, hey, man, you're stupid. I mean, so it would get really, bad.
Well, that suggests a real fragile self, a real fragile emotional
What, it says
life.
you're stupid, so
Yeah,
you want to go out and blow a guy?
No. What I'm saying is, like, I got very sensitive, and, like, people would be like, dude, are you gay,
Oh, okay.
I was just, because, normal guys, I think, can just, whatever, I don't care. But,
here, Nick, to me, this all means that you grew up in a system, the fact that you don't know what you are or are not, don't have a real sense of yourself, and when somebody says something about you that's negative, you take that on, and it just collapses into shame, suggests that you grew up in a family system which was sort of porous, where you were sort of exploited and treated badly, and nobody really gave you what you needed as a separate person.
Yeah,
is that right?
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna cry about being abused or anything, as I wasn't, but I always just did everything else for everybody else, and I just I never really got anything in return, never asked for anything.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah. Nick, just sounds like you're confused.
Hi, Nick.
Where you are.
Come on, buddy.
19.
Let's
It's
go.
time to get
a little therapy or something like that.
Or just find something.
I'm on a Fixer XR right now for depression kind of thing.
Fixer, yeah. No, I'm sure you are. What you need, you're like a couple years away from feeling okay. You need like a project. You need to be a part. You're somebody that could easily fall victim to like a Mooney type thing, to some sort of cult.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful. Have you ever been drawn into that kind of thing?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Okay, don't go near any of that kind of thing. But you need to be a part of, like, you could like make a great Marine.
Nick,
somewhere you're part of a team that people, you build each other up, support one another, and you find yourself in that process.
Shot. Hey, Nick, you need to you need to listen to classical music and start exercising.
Well, yeah, I bodybuild.
All right. Ooh, you taking steroids?
No, absolutely not.
All right, don't do that. Find a project. Find a project with a group of people that you can do something that you've got feel good about.
That brings us to an interesting point, which is part of society, large portion of society is, sort of on the right track. They're college bound or whatever. The other part is sort of unsavable. And then there's this huge section in the middle that could be swayed one direction or the next. You get those people involved with some sort of sport or something, some sort of team, some sort of, they need some guy walking in, waking them up at 6 a.m.
Right.
They don't need time alone. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Nor does he
doesn't need any more computer time, and he doesn't need any cult time. He needs a gig that's like a Job Corps kind of thing. All right, we have a question for Seth, by the way. Aaron?
Hi, Drew, Adam, and Seth.
Hi, you're 22.
Yeah, today's my birthday, actually.
Oh, the other guy. Yeah.
Anyway, I have a question for Seth. Seth, I was wondering if your old movie...
No, I will not make out with you.
Thank you.
All right, maybe just this once.
Is your movie Airborne ever going to come out on DVD? My family and I love to watch it whenever it's on cable.
That's so funny. Thank you. Yeah, I was just talking about that with somebody else. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of demand for it to be on DVD.
Sure.
I don't really know how things get to DVD. But thanks for liking it, man.
Yeah, it's
Awesome. What year is Airborne?
That was 12 years ago.
92, I think, 91 or 2.
Yeah.
And who all's in it?
You know what's so funny? It's me and Jack Black is in it, and a kid named Jacob Vargas who was in Traffic.
Yeah, and what's the whole breakdown
It was
of
this story. It was me and this kid, Shane McDermott, and he was a kid from Cincinnati, he was a kid from Los Angeles who had to spend the months and months in Cincinnati with his dorky cousin because his parents were going away to South Africa or something like that, and I was the dorky cousin. And over the course of staying in this small town, he wooed the town bully's sister and became a hockey and rollerblading champion to all. It's a funny story, but it was really well directed.
What did it have a major release?
Yeah, it came out, but it came out the week that kids went back to school, and it had an awful ad campaign where the poster was basically a kid on rollerblades hugging a girl against a blue sky backdrop as if he was flying on rollerblades.
Right.
It was a terrible, terrible ad campaign.
Airborne,
yeah.
Look that up, Michelle. Yeah, she got it already. It's
1993.
Nah.
Yeah. I'm gonna see that
all of
poster.
Team Rollerblade was in it, and the champions, and the world champion was in it. And
I'm
did a bunch
trying
of crazy stunts.
You know, it's weird. I know we're waxing nostalgic tonight, but there's so many movies. There's so many. Drew, when you were a kid, there were 20 movies that had been released prior to the advent of the projector and you being born.
Correct.
And now, 4 of them were talkies, but the point is there's so many movies now. Like it used to be, if somebody brought up a movie, it'd be like, yep, that was in the theater. I remember when that was in the theater. And then they bring up another movie and it's like, yep, that was the year before that one was in the theater.
Right.
Now, 1/10 of 1% of all the stuff that
and you have to,
makes
was
its way
that
through.
an indie film? Was that a limited release? Was that everywhere? Is that just on DVD? Is it just on DirecTV? Yeah, you know what I mean? There's all kinds of releases.
Yeah, it's weird. It just keeps going and going. I once in a while when I get heavy and I get freaky, I just think about the fact that first off, there's nothing that's ever going to happen that's not really going to be chronicled anymore. I mean, there's no, for Christ's sake, they flew a plane in the World Trade Center, and there's plenty of footage of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, just think about that.
Yeah.
There's a camera somewhere, sometime. There's no president's going to be shot. No bridge is going to collapse. No Earth. There's going to be footage of everybody, and everyone who comes onto this planet from now on. It's just there's going to be a dossier on it.
Yeah, or there'll be a reality program about them.
Yeah, better yet.
Yeah.
All right, Drew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what have we learned? It's heavy.
Our life sucked early on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was exciting just to see you running on 8mm film or something. Wasn't
God.
it?
Well, we used to have this little thing with
You're like a
slits
monkey
in it. You
looking
spin
in a
it.
mirror.
You have a series of pictures in it. And you spin it.
Yeah. My dad.
You'd flip. They flip.
My dad had a flip book he drew on charcoal.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Would come out, watch me play Little League Baseball, and just do it with a flip book. Here's, sweetie, this is you striking out. Let's see it again. All right. Jeff?
Hey.
You're 25?
Yeah.
What's up?
I am a compulsive masturbator. I'm 25 years old, and I've never, ever had any interest in women. And I'm perfectly fine with that because it allows me to concentrate on my career, and things like that.
As a masturbator.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's that?
What do you do? You work with the elderly? What do you do?
No, I'm a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm. And what do you design? You do any
I work for
jacket
a
art?
company that does advertising work.
Get it? Jacket.
Nice.
Jacket art. Oh, you work for a company. Okay.
A company that does advertising work. We
oh, okay.
we get hired by all kinds of different companies.
All right. And have you
gets hired by companies.
Have you never had a relationship? Is that what he was alluding to?
I've never even kissed a girl. I don't find it just doesn't appeal to me at all.
What do you masturbate to?
Nothing. I arouse myself. I mean.
Do you ever hear voices?
No. I'm not.
Nothing
crazy.
like that.
No.
Well, it's not normal to not have relationships with other people, and the kinds of people that do that tend to go in that sort of schizoid direction. That's what I was asking.
I kind of see it as a blessing in some ways because it allows me to focus, on other things in my life.
No, it'd be awesome. It'd be better if you were dead. You wouldn't have to focus. You wouldn't have to worry about work slowing you down.
Jeff, the people that
eating.
Yeah, the people that don't have relationships don't not do it because they don't find it pleasurable. They don't have relationships because relationships are a problem. And in those people, actually, they tend to have relationship with animals and things because they don't see a difference between. No. I'm just telling you, that's where it can go. They don't see a
maybe
difference.
it's like Seth not having a car. He's working a lot.
It can go that direction because the people that have that kind of difficulty experiencing other people don't see a big difference between animals and people. And so, the animal's less hassle. So just like it works better than without a relationship. So check that off my list. Or, hey, relationship with the animal, it's easier. They don't talk back to you. So I'll do it with a dog. That's fine.
All right, Drew, please.
Well,
you're doing the animal math here. It's very insulting to young Jeff.
No, I'm just saying where it can go and why it's such a sort of BS, ruse to say, well, it's such a convenience for my career. It's like, well, yeah, okay, it is, but there's a issue here.
Because at this point in my life, as I'm starting to get older, my friends are getting into more serious relationships. They're getting married. They're having kids. And I'm kind of getting left behind. I don't have anybody. All the people that I've hung out with all my life, they're all starting, these different new lives with their families. And so I'm wondering if there's something that I can do. If maybe I have some kind of hormone imbalance, something like that.
No.
Well, let's see if we can break this down. First off, maybe he does have a little testosterone.
Well, I was just thinking, maybe I shouldn't jump so quickly at that. But he has. How often do you masturbate?
Oh, at least 4 or 5 times a day.
All right. That can get in the way of work.
That's not even including right now.
and you don't think about women, you don't think about men.
Hold on, isn't this a bogus call now?
Yeah.
It is?
Well,
he is beating off now.
That was a joke, but this is not a bogus call.
Okay, so Jeff, the part that troubles me about the whole story is the part where when you, what do you think about when you're masturbating? You say nothing. That I find troubling. With the abundance of porn.
I understand that mentality. If you look at animals in the zoo that just kind of masturbate themselves, you don't imagine that they're fantasizing about other manatees,
I can't. I think they're thinking about me. I'm that narcissistic. I think every animal that beats off is thinking of me.
Like a very base physical gratification that's not rooted in any kind of mental stimulus.
There is such a thing, but somebody that does that 5 times a day without any registration of it attaching, having association with other people, that's a disconnect.
I don't want to disagree with the guess, but manatee can't beat off. Can't. It could possibly bend its back flipper up and get to its junk. Yeah, but it's manatee and walrus.
I saw footage of a walrus. I saw footage of a walrus in the zoo. Yeah,
that's right.
Its back. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, because they're huge.
Flippers.
Yeah, but they have the flippers, and it was like this enormous extension, too.
That's the whole thing. The mountain has to come to Muhammad.
Yeah.
So I think of them as having my penis and trying to masturbate. It's not going to work.
No.
It's not going to work. No. I didn't think about the telescoping penis that actually comes up to the flippers.
It's all about that.
Yeah, awesome. Jeff?
Yeah, hold on a second.
All right.
Oh, Drew. Oh.
Just got up.
Bogus. Yeah, it's bogus.
It is bogus.
Yeah, it's bogus.
But, it was an interesting bogus call because it was like there wasn't that much to it.
It didn't fit. That was the point. He was trying to make an issue, and he sounded like somebody you could actually have a conversation. It didn't give you that cold, empty feeling that somebody who actually goes that way makes you feel. Somebody who actually goes towards zoophilia and that stuff, you feel like it's kind of spooky to talk to them.
Yeah, but that was a good bogus call.
Good. No, it was well done.
In that it wasn't effing my mom's friend.
Right. It was excellent.
Yeah, it was good. It was solid because it was just...
Well done, Jeff.
It was just, we never get that call, and it was just sort of off the beaten path, pardon the pun, enough to make it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Do you think he really got off thinking about you?
Oh, I'm sure.
He did do Drew. I'm kind of mad you can't come to me. You know what I'm saying?
He's still on hold there. You talk to him.
Well, I'm angry. Jeff?
Yeah.
Jeff, why Drew? Why do you shout Drew's name at orgasm?
Drew is a sexy beast.
I know, but you know how it makes me feel night after night to have guys like, oh, Drew, yeah. No, and it's like, what, chopped liver over here? What's that?
Something that'll make you feel good, Adam. I called up. My name is really Eric, not Jeff. Jeff's my buddy here. I'm making fun of him. I called up a couple months ago, and I imitated you for about 20 minutes on the air. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do, but it probably wasn't 20 minutes, but it was good. Yeah, do it again. Do it again.
To you.
All right, can you do it again?
Put me on hold for 30 seconds. Let me grab my list of atomisms.
Okay, go get that.
This guy's prepared.
Wow.
He's been studying Meisner style.
It's awesome. Listen, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, yes?
If it's good. If you like what you're hearing.
I think it was good because I sort of remember this guy from last time. Let's see.
I remember we had to do a call and he couldn't quite hold it up.
Well, because he has a short list to go off of. But let me just get Jeff back. Maybe he can take a call with us. Jeff?
Yeah, Eric, but okay.
I mean Eric, yes. What's up, Eric?
Oh,
do you have your list?
I am going through my papers here of atomisms.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where do you work?
Why? Are you going to come visit me?
No, because you told us this. You gave us a whole story about that last time.
Last
right?
time? Or this time?
Yeah. All right, whatever.
All right.
No.
Stop talking to our callers. Go ahead, Eric. Do you have any atomisms?
Yeah. Okay, you want me to just...
Fine. By the way, I'm picturing him like with this, like a 3-ring binder. Okay, let's see.
David
Cow, Man Cow, Stern, John and Jeff. What do we got? Ah, yes. Here we go. Got to alphabetize these isms. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey there, Dr. Drew. Hold on, let me check the weather. Palo Alto checking in at 71 degrees. Boy, I tell you, I was sitting at a 3-way stop today, and this old broad is just sitting there. I just said, shake your ass, blah, blah, blah. Drew, should I do the radio math? I got 4 feet and 7 3/16 inches. Hold on now. Chief Thundercloud wants to say something. Nana, hey, Chichinawana. Oh, hold on, I got to check traffic. 405, freeway backed up, watch for brake lights, mattress and lanes. You know, I used to clean carpets. Lived with my good friend Louise, and I'm literally a millionaire. Literally, Drew, literally a millionaire. I should have my own garbage man. Blah, 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 blah. You got these Culver City cops in their right-hand drive Chevettes writing chicken ass tickets, blah, blah, blah. Not enough man.
Chicken ass, strangely enough.
Holocaust. I got a bunch more.
Yeah, that's solid.
Very strong.
But now, I mean that's a 9+. Actually, I would go so far as to say uncanny. But here's what.
You know what? I tell you what's uncanny. I have a very hairy.
Here's what.
That's uncanny.
I know, Eric.
Yeah.
Here's what I would like. I would like the straighter, more subdued Adam to handle a call.
Oh goodness, that would be a pleasure.
Do you think you could do that? I don't think you can do that.
I don't think I could do it nearly as well as you, but I will give it my best effort.
All right. So put Eric. We'll do it when we get back from the break. Huh?
I don't know if I like Eric enough to actually bring him through a break. Because here's the thing about Eric. Eric is. Well, first off, most guys that do impersonations are a-holes. I don't know what that is. I don't know how those two genes seem to be nurtured together, but Eric is an a-hole. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
But in a sort of wise-ass way.
Oh, yes.
You know, there's a-hole that breaks a beer bottle over you, and then there's wise-ass a-hole.
Yes, Weisenheimer.
Yeah, that's
Eric.
That's Eric. And these guys are ultimately annoying.
Yes, but not bad.
Not bad guys, just annoying guys.
Yes.
And they don't really realize their level of pain in the assitude. You know what I mean? And they don't realize why they're not getting laid like they should, and they don't realize why they're not going ahead in their job like they should. But ultimately, a little too annoying to bring back.
Okay, well, let's go to break.
I'll put Eric on hold and we'll decide.
All right.
We'll see if I feel benevolent when we return.
Right.
Seth Green in studio tonight, Robot Chicken, and we'll be right back after this.
If you need help,
call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine is brought to you by Playboy. Why put Paris Hilton and the 25 sexiest stars in the same issue, along with our annual music poll and Debbie Gibson's pictorial? After 3 months of winter, we figured you could use some thawing out. March Playboy on newsstands now.
Hey, who's engineering this show? Dave, give the countdown, please. The hey, that's that
doesn't work.
That doesn't work. You mumbling into a can with a piece of yarn on it doesn't let me know when the show starts. Hey, bye.
What is the? You know what I just heard? That's what was
I can't even understand him.
It's like
it sounded like you said that's the voice of Gwyneth.
Oh, okay. Westwood One.
That was way off.
And what is that song I rap to? What is that called?
The Izokism, Mizotism.
Double Dutch Bus.
That's Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the Missy Elliott
Missy
version.
Elliott.
It's the Missy Elliott
But
version
that
of
loop
it.
is from Double
Yes.
Dutch Bus.
Yeah.
Can you play that, Dave?
Are you kidding? You can barely tell us when the
No.
Can't even tell us when the show starts. All right. Seth Green in studio tonight. Robot Chicken, name of his new show on the Cartoon Network, which is, I don't know, I've not seen any ratings or trends or anything, but it seems like they have really been gaining momentum over the past year.
We debuted 35th of all cable programming.
Wow.
Which is actually pretty good.
Robot Chicken?
Yeah, we won our time slot. Our
Really?
premiere. Yeah, it was the highest rated Adult Swim debut in their history.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. We were thrilled.
Adult Swim or maybe Cartoon Net. I mean, Adult Swim just wasn't on the radar a year ago for a lot of people, and now it's appointment.
It's so weird
viewing.
how that works with TV, too. You know
Well,
what I
it's
mean?
this kind of obscure, subversive TV, but it happens to a lot of people connect to it. It's just they don't have a tremendous amount of money in advertising to get the word out.
But it's weird how people find stuff.
Yeah.
They just do.
But it gets passed around between people too. They're like, "Oh, you should see this. I think it's up your alley."
Space Ghost is that on a?
That was one of the first things in that time block.
Space Ghost was an awesome show.
But then literally the whole block of programming was literally Turner
Space Ghost.
Broadcasting saying, "We've got this late night dumping ground," and they gave it to this guy Mike Lazo and said, "Do you guys want to do anything with it?" And they just started this whole kind of
Is
crazy.
Space Ghost still on?
I don't know if it
think it's being
is.
produced
I don't know if it is, but I did an episode of it.
We both did, too.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's fun. It feels silly,
It's
but it was
weird,
really funny.
yeah.
Yeah, the guys out of Space Ghost is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
As I recall. All right, you ready to go here?
Yeah.
All right, so are we done with Eric over here?
Yeah.
Really?
We're done, yeah.
All right, Eric.
Hey, Adam, can I say something before you hang up on my squirrely ass?
All right.
As long as you work the word salve into it.
Squirrely.
Yeah.
I've been listening to you guys for over 5 years. You guys have an uncanny instinct for getting everything just dead on. However, I am very much not an a-hole. I'm doing very well at my job, and I know exactly why I'm not getting laid, and it's because I'm married.
Married
What's
to
your
his work.
job?
My job, yeah, that's what you were talking about earlier. I work at a print shop, and me and my
You're a graphic designer.
Nighttime at a print shop.
So it wasn't a far stretch from the truth. But yeah, I've called you before, and we've talked, about
All right, Eric.
different things. But I want to take that call, Adam.
All right. Drew, come on. Let's just, what do we care?
All right.
How do we do the two things at once?
Dave's got to handle that for us.
Oh, really? All right.
Line
Come on,
3.
Dave, buddy.
All right.
Line 3.
Eric, you're speaking to Kelly, by the way.
There we go.
Kelly.
24, yeah.
Kelly,
Yeah.
what's going on?
You're on LoveLine with Seth Green. What's your question?
I was wondering, a couple of months ago, I was diagnosed with herpes, and I'm pretty much just wondering, at what point do I have to tell a guy about this? I don't have a boyfriend.
Diagnosed how long ago?
A couple months ago.
A couple months ago. Now, Drew, correct me if I'm wrong, but herpes cannot be cured at all, right? You can pass it on for the rest of your life.
Potentially, yeah.
Well, I think that you have a responsibility to tell anybody that you're with.
Right.
Is it genital herpes or is it on your mouth?
Genital.
But she's saying, at what point in the relationship does she need to bring this up? Is it the first date or when the clothes are off?
Well, I see no point in it really until the relationship gets to the point where you're going to have some, physical intimacy.
Yeah, I agree with. I would agree with.
Drew, do you mind? Do you let the man with the cash register make some money here? Come on, buddy.
That obnoxious?
That was actually felt kind of nice. It felt kind of kind and gentle.
Before the stately Dr. Drew interrupted me there. Hold on for just a second, buddy.
Passionate, not stately.
Passionate. A little bit stately, but you're right, more passionate. There's no point in divulging all these things about yourself if you're just on the first, second date, whatever,
Right.
You're, what's
See,
that?
Adam Eric would say, you don't want to freak a guy out.
No.
That is Adam.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You don't want to give too much up. You want to leave, a little bit to the imagination. That's not a very good thing to leave to the imagination, but there's no point in scaring them off right away. Now, let me ask you, do you have any kids?
No.
No kids?
No.
All right, excellent. What are you using for birth control?
Kelly's like,
Talk to counterfeit Adam. All right, let's hold on.
Bring the gong on.
I feel sorry for everybody.
All right, put Kelly on now. What Kelly?
All right,
Just pick Kelly here.
okay.
Here we go. All right, Kelly. Oh, God's sakes!
And he just hung up.
Kelly.
On Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, you're back, sweetie pea.
Here's the deal. We think you should.
I don't sound like that. Like there's a.
He was way too
Rodney Dangerfield.
Way too
right?
nice. He was way too nice. Yeah, not nearly the edge.
Okay.
But and also it's interesting how things don't quite hit the bullseye. You know what I mean? It's like,
but
it's coming.
It's better than the alternative, than him being quite a bit better than me.
Yeah, that would be bad. That'd be tough.
That would suck.
That would be bad. That'd be suck.
I think you've got job security.
Thank you.
So Kelly, this is something obviously you can pass on, and when you first couple of years you get it, the outbreaks tend to be more frequent. There tends to be more virus production. You tend to be more contagious. As you go along, there can be very infrequent outbreaks, and you can be less contagious. Still, though, you should continue fastidiously using a condom because it is something you could potentially always pass on. There are ways to reduce the viral shedding or the viral production by taking medication, particularly when you feel an outbreak coming along. But in terms of what what? Go ahead.
The thing that kind of really freaks me out, though, is that I got it when I was using a condom, and
yeah, it's not a perfect barrier. You can get it with condoms. You sure can.
Well, you can get it around the condom.
Right. If
too,
somebody's
right?
basically, if he was having an outbreak and put the condom on, you're going to get it. You are. Yeah. You can't. Nothing really will help. There's so much virus around when you're having an outbreak.
Yeah. And yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just am worried that this is going to freak any guy out pretty much for the rest of my life. And
no, it's pretty common, and it's something that a guy, if he's really into you, will kind of figure out how to deal with. And you got to sort of become more proficient with how to manage it yourself to reduce the risk in terms of treating it when there are outbreaks and realizing what the symptoms are of an outbreak.
All right, well, good times.
Yeah,
Laura,
we would say about the third to fifth date.
Well, whenever the intimacy is imminent.
Yeah.
Laurel.
Yeah.
You're 16.
Yes.
What's up?
I hate my vagina.
Oh.
I hate it.
All right.
I want to get surgery.
One of the things I'm going out to San Antonio to do is a vaginoplasty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Discovery Health is sending me in on all these. I'm scrubbing in all these surgeries for penis enlargements and vaginal reconstructions and stuff.
Why do you got to go to San Antonio?
Because that's where the guy is that does millions of these, and they found somebody. Yeah, found somebody that's willing to have me scrub in on the procedure.
What do you mean you hate it? What's the matter?
Okay, you know how there's two different kinds of vaginas?
The lips.
Okay,
two different lips.
Yeah, there's one which is like a camel toe,
Mm-hmm.
And that is total, there's no inner labia,
Oh, the inner labia stay inner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have the kind that the inner is out also.
Right.
And I am totally paranoid about it with anyone. And I have a girlfriend that I've been with for almost 3 years, and I'm 16 and she's 21.
Whoa.
And
perfectly normal, perfectly healthy. Continue.
Oh, Laurel.
No. She's I've been with her for a really long time. And
yeah, but she was 18 and you were 13. That's awful.
No. I was 14 and she was 19.
Oh, I was way off.
See, Drew?
Beg your pardon.
See what happens when you judge?
Yes, it's way off. Oh,
okay,
I've got to stop jumping.
Learned a lesson.
Oh, yes, I've got to slow down.
Bad, but it's really good. So.
No, it's not really good.
But anyway, so she has the normal kind. I mean, I guess it's not normal, but it's the nice kind that I think is normal.
Does she complain about yours?
No, she says it's wonderful, and I think that she's just lying and trying to make me feel bad.
Laurel, you got some stuff going on here, kiddo.
Ooh, yeah. Well, first off, if I had an ugly vagina, I would treat it no differently than the guys who have bad chins so they grow a beard.
Ew, yeah.
I would go right back to the 70s bush. I would immediately go away from the Brazilian. Well, yeah.
Head for Raccoonville.
No, I completely
Coonskin.
shave everything though.
Yeah, well, that just accentuates the what you got hanging out.
But it's nicer that way.
I know, but you're like a guy who has a lot of scarring and some bad birthmarks on his head deciding to go bald.
Yeah.
But, okay, you know how
let your hair grow out and
but that's
cover
only
up
if you think there's a problem with it, and she's the only one so far who's got a complaint about it.
Correct.
I think somebody who's got massive scarring on the top of their head is different than somebody that's got kind of a standardized genitalia.
No, but that's where you're wrong.
Is
that's
it?
where you're wrong. Exactly. The horrible vagina.
All I'm saying is when you play a bad guy in a movie, he's got a lot of scars, he might be bald, he doesn't necessarily have a type 2 vagina.
This is true. Phantom of the vulva.
But you know how some girls have that natural girl smell?
Yeah.
I don't have any smell, and that's what's good.
Okay.
All right.
but
Everybody has some good and some bad, Laurel. That's the deal. It's a whole.
Right.
I
got the smell and the inner labia blowing out of me, so I got dealt a pretty rough hand.
And the coonskin.
Yeah, I got the hair, I got the inner labia, and I got the smell.
Laurel, do you live at home with your parents? No.
Yeah, with my mom.
Where's your dad?
Gone.
What'd he do to you?
Nothing.
Hmm.
What do you mean?
He just smacked him.
How long has he been gone?
Abused.
I don't know. We left when I was like 1.5.
All
I
right.
don't really know him, so it doesn't really matter.
All right. I don't know where to begin with you because you're really you're like some restoration project where it's like, do we start upstairs? Do we start in the basement?
And the owners want you to fix the driveway.
Yeah, I don't know where to begin, but first off, mazel tov on the lesbianism, because you're not going to be crapping out any kids that are going to be neglected and abused.
You like your relationship. That's good. It's something that's satisfying for you.
But you know what I've heard? Okay, my sister has the normal kind.
Oh, jeez.
And she says that she's heard. Oh, she likes girls too, but she says that she's heard that my kind has better orgasms. But when people, it's like they never know where to go, and it's like a waste of time. That's why I'm a total giver. And
right, you're a giver.
Do you have orgasms?
Also, why I don't like anyone like going down on me, because they never waste the time for me. And like,
do you have orgasms?
Yeah, by myself. I mean,
how do you create them?
Vibrators.
On the outside or on the inside?
Outside.
Outside. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Laurel sounds like one of the Von Trapp family members. This is Sound of Music kind of stuff right here. Wasn't there?
So long farewell.
There was a sister that was about 16, I believe.
and you know that
shared
guy
many of the same sensibilities.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. That's her.
Wait, and by champagne I mean vagina.
Yeah.
You know the guy that called that said he was a compulsive masturbator?
Yeah.
I might be that too.
Okay.
Yeah, Laura, we're trying to crack you, but you're a safe.
Laurel,
that won't
you're all over the place. Here's the thing.
I'm a mess. My mom wants to send me to the mental hospital because I show her my vagina and I say it's ugly.
Yeah, showing your mom your vagina and saying anything is not a good impulse. Yeah. And I think that it does mean there's something going on. Maybe it's obsessive compulsiveness, whatever it is. There's something really seriously going on here. And Laura, I do suggest you get it. I understand the symptom that's manifesting is this preoccupation with that part of your body, but it's a symptom. Mm-hmm. It's a symptom of something more globally going on here, and I think it's time to get that taken care of.
All right. Here's the thing, everybody. We got to go to break, but you're 16. With medical technology the way it is, you may have another 80 years on this planet. Let's try to see if we could just squeeze out 10 of them sane. Do you know what I mean?
That'd be nice.
Let's go ahead and get started now.
Why not?
By the time you're 17, 18, you'll be firing on all cylinders. Seth Green in studio tonight.
Dispensing advice to all of America's youth.
Oh, yeah. Robot Chicken out on Sunday nights, 11:30 on the Adult Swim. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Thank you for calling LoveLine. Your call will be answered in the order it seems interesting.
Call LoveLine. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
Yeah, that's what you call passive-aggressive, Adam.
That's right. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Seth Green in studio tonight. Robot Chicken, name of the new show. And it I don't want to call it animated. Can we call it animated?
Yeah, it's an animated show, but it's like stop-motion animation, the same as the Nightmare Before Christmas or the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer stuff. It's
all
stuff
the same,
that's
same kind of equipment, same kind of technique?
We shoot it all digitally, but it's the same process where you photograph it frame by frame.
It's the Sid and Marty Krofft school of animation.
Yeah, like Gumby. Not Sid and Marty Krofft. They had people
all
in
action stuff,
in actual puppet
Who
suits.
did the snowman, Frosty the Snowman, that kind of stuff?
Rankin Bass.
Rankin Bass.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Now
it's that same process. Yeah. We use like toys and things that look like toys.
Right.
And it's animation, but I don't think of that as animation.
Right. It's not cellular animation. It's stop motion.
Right. Like they call it. There's also claymation too. Are these what?
No.
But
we use
figures
some
that
clay
you
elements,
move them little.
Yeah. It's all stuff that has incremental movement. That's very exciting stuff. What you get to see is stuff that looks like toys acting silly.
I would immediately. I'd do the hand movement thing for move an eighth of an inch, photograph, eighth of an inch, photograph. Eventually, I'd just get tired. I'd just start jerking it around. Like you'd be over here, then you'd be over there, then you'd like. I just wouldn't have the
Then you pick up
patience
the toy and
to
throw
do
it.
it incrementally.
But that's actually how you regulate speed. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're trying to show like a speed of motion, you just do less.
Yeah.
Actually, progressive movement.
Yeah, I grew up weaned on Davy and Goliath.
Sure.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was like,
Davy.
I bet we get to school faster if we stole that car. I don't know, Dave. I was like, oh, Christ, I'm going to kill myself. I'm 7. I'm just thinking about I'm going to choke on my baba and take my own life.
And that show would always show up early mornings when you're looking for something good to watch and nothing else would be there.
It's still on, actually.
What would God want us to do, David? Oh my God! Every episode was the exact same thing. There'd be some blind person would show up, and like they'd want to make fun of them, and then they'd learn their lesson, and it was awesome. And then it was scary because like Davey had like a black friend and an Asian friend, and when they start going other nationalities in the claymation department, it always freaks me out.
It's a mess.
Everyone, my whole thing is if you go claymation, you got to go white, otherwise it gets freaky. Black guys don't work. Eyebrows are always wrong. It's just not right. Davey he didn't hang with the brothers anyway. Nick,
15.
Yep.
What's going on?
I have a Germany or Florida.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. A man faces charges after attempting to bribe a policeman with McDonald's cheeseburgers. The man was originally arrested following a fight at a local pub, but tried to avoid being locked up by bribing the police officer on duty. The officer said, sorry?
Keep going.
The officer said, he told me that if I would drive him to McDonald's, he would buy me 2 cheeseburgers if I let him go and did not take him to jail.
Okay. Well, in Germany, I gotta believe.
Throws pub in there.
Throws pub.
McDonald's.
Still Florida.
Yeah.
The Germans aren't stupid enough to eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
They have McDonald's in Germany.
They have it.
They wouldn't.
They don't.
They would share that
They're
with
not
anybody.
staffed.
Yeah.
They're empty inside.
All right, so we're going Florida?
I'm going Florida. I don't know. Seth, what you going Germany?
Sure. Why not?
All right, Florida.
Germany's smart because it's just all okay. Florida, and Seth has Germany. Go ahead, Nick.
It is Florida.
There you go.
All right.
Damn it, Nick.
See,
you're a liar.
Once in a while, we think.
How dare you do this to me?
We overthink
on the
it sometimes.
air.
Right. Yeah. You just made a boob of Seth Green.
And I will find you.
And as a performer, all you have is your confidence out there on stage. You know what I mean?
Seth
and when you
lost
wrote it that way, so when if Seth has to question himself, that's when you lose it.
I don't even know who I am anymore. I mean, it's
that was my line.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. Be right back after this.
Okay, so I know there's nothing wrong with me. So what's up?
So I was like you, and I used to think that these datelines were totally cheesy.
Why can't I meet anybody?
But I tried everything else and thought, what the hell? So I called the dateline and actually met a cool guy.
I called the dateline and I hooked up with some cool people.
Believe it or not, other normal people are out there looking too.
877-889-DATE.
1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back. This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Hey, everybody. Well, that's the show.
That's it.
And that's the week, right?
Yeah.
I want to thank Seth Green for coming in here.
You know what, Adam? I want to thank you, too.
No, you can't because I'm thanking you.
It's too late. I already did. Thanks, Adam.
Oh, man, it steams my bean.
Burns a little bit, doesn't it?
Seth is a dear friend and a huge talent. And really, whether it's features or animation, if he does a project, you must go out and see it. Robot Chicken is no exception on the Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, 11:30, Sunday night. All right, I want to thank engineers Michelle, and engineer Chris, and junior producer Lauren for doing a great job, and of course producer Ann, and Brian for doing a great
Dave
job
for
on the
filling in for
phones.
Anderson.
Dave doing a subpar job
Corey for filling in
Corey
for Brian.
doing a great job. Everyone doing a great job. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. LoveLine.
The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Annie Gold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.